Being a game warden in Texas is a male-dominant job. However, there are more and more females in Texas that are becoming game wardens, and there's more diversity in the female workforce.
Statistics show a little more than half of the Texas population are female, but only 11.5% of women are licensed peace officers. Before we go to the facts supporting female game wardens breaking barriers to increase their presence in the field, let's explain the history of how game wardens came to be.
Game wardens were first used by kings in medieval England to hunt, protect land, and patrol for poachers. In 1890, a naturalist by the name of John Muir created 3 national parks, which allowed the job of game warden to become a prominent position. Legislature created the Fish and Oyster Commission that regulated fishing in 1895, adding the game department 12 years later. In 1909, 125 million square miles and 6 new national parks were added to the federal system due to the leadership and support of President Theodore Roosevelt. These new parks aided in the need for game wardens. Almost 40 years later, the first Texas Game Warden Academy was held in College Station in 1946, providing game wardens a place to train so they can protect resources and keep the environment safe. In 1951, the term oyster was dropped from the Wildlife Agency name. Then, in 1963, the state's Parks Board and the Game and Fish Commission merged to form what we know today as the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department.
Today we know Texas game wardens as protectors of our resources. They make sure everyone can enjoy resources safely by enforcing the law. They make sure everything is going like it should be in the air, land, and sea. Game wardens are the first responders to natural disasters, so they are the first law enforcement to get to an accident. They make sure that everyone has their hunting and fishing license, and they make sure they are shooting and catching within the state law. Game wardens patrol areas to make sure everyone is using their resources in a respectful manner.
In 1978, the first female Texas game warden joined the academy. Decades later, less than 10% of Texas game wardens are female. Now let's meet 3 of the female Texas game wardens that are protecting our resources today.
Kathleen Stuman. I'm a Bexar County game warden. I started in 2000.
Hi, my name is Joanne Garza Mayberry. I'm a Texas game warden. I started in 2004. I've been a game warden for 16 years in Caldwell County.
Hi, my name is Weiwei Starts. I'm stationed here in Guadalupe County, and I started back in 2013 and started out in Tarrant County, which is the Fort Worth area, and I've been a game warden for a little over 6 years.
Let's hear what these game wardens have to say about how females are breaking barriers in their line of work.
And you're going out to a call, or you're actually making a contact with somebody, if it being checking for water safety equipment, and you find a violation, or you're discussing a violation, and your partner, if you're doing that initial contact and your partner's either holding a boat or something, most of the time, I'm going to say it, most of the time it's going to be a male on the other end that you're making a contact with, being outdoors. But I have experienced, I don't know if y'all have, but they want to address the reasoning to the male a lot more so than to the female. And it might be because they feel a little bit more comfortable addressing the male, but again, we are slowly starting to, people are starting to understand that we have that, what's the word I'm looking for, authority. Hires them. Hey, I can do that. They put themselves, if they see Weiwei on TV and they put themselves in her shoes, you know what she's doing, I can do that. And that's what we like to hear. We hear so much of it now that the show has given us, been put out there. Young women, older women, and they come up and they're not afraid to ask. And not just being a game warden, but also they've taken an interest in hunting, fishing, boating. You know what? I want to do that. I want to go try that. Their mind is starting to open a lot more than being, okay, I have to do this. I have to go and wash clothes, learn how to cook. They're beginning to understand that women can do pretty much anything.
I know growing up for me, when we were on a boat, the man drove the boat, the man backed the trailer in, and that's just how things were. When a deer was killed, the man cleaned the deer, that's just how it was. But we do all those things, so people see us backing a boat up at the boat ramp and cleaning a deer. And so now they see that. I never saw that as a child, a woman doing those things. So I think we're, on a small scale, we are making that difference just because women see that not only are they capable of doing that, these women are doing it and they don't even have any issue. We're just doing it like it's nothing. Because it is. It's nothing. It's just, it's not, the stereotype is slowly dissipating.
Only within the United States, but I've had people from other countries tell me they've seen us on the show, they've seen me on the show, seen Joanne and Kathleen on the show. They had a guy out of Chile. He watches, the whole family watches the show.
Today, female game wardens continue to reach out to other females to educate them about being a game warden and the need for more females in the field. Current awareness such as Women Who Wander, Texas Parks and Wildlife's celebration of women in conservation, Caldwell County's Girls Outdoor Workshops, San Antonio Police Department's Women in Law Enforcement series, and the show Lone Star Law for putting females in a positive spotlight and inspiring more females to become game wardens. These programs provided opportunities for girls and women in Texas, a fun and interesting way to see real examples of females succeeding in their line of work.
In conclusion, what was once a male-dominated profession now has more and more females training to become game wardens in Texas. At the end of the day, it's about helping people and communicating with the public, a job women do just as well, if not better, than their male counterparts, stated by Joanne Garza-Mayberry. According to the National Center of Women in Policing, female presence in the field can lead to safer communities as women are less likely to use excessive force. They are natural mediators and look for non-physical solutions.